This is the way to do it. This is the way to do it. This is the way to do it. This is the way to do it.
The journey of self-discovery is crucial to one's growth and success. Today, we have Deci Okeyo, founder of Deci Errands, to share her journey and story. Karibuni. Deci, karibu sana.
Thank you so
Tell us
much.
who you are and what you do and what kind of journey you have.
Yeah, so my name is Deci Okeyo. When you mesema, I'm 22 years. Mimi I do errands. Nafanya filming, and I'm also a professional cosmetologist. Yeah.
So when you talk about errands, what kind of errands are these?
So I do errands, things like shopping, deliveries. I do tours and travel. I do outside catering. I offer car hiring and so many things.
Okay,
Yeah.
we will get into that, but how does errands, film and cosmetology come into play? How do you balance that, and why did you choose to do the different industries?
So right now I'm focusing more on errands. I'm also into filming, yes, but the market sai bado haina that much of a demand. So unapata within a year we can do like maybe 3 films. So it gives me time at least to focus on other things also. Yes, I'm also a cosmetologist, but the market is not so good too. So that's why I decided to focus more on errands. Yes.
So when you talk about cosmetology, what does that entail?
So cosmetology is the study of hair and beauty. Yeah, so in cosmetology there are services like hairdressing, beauty therapy, that is nails, facials, massages and other things. Yes.
Okay, is this something you studied ama ni out of passion?
No, this is something that I went to school for. I actually have a diploma in cosmetology.
Wow.
Yes.
You've also mentioned that the market is not good. Why is that, or what do you think is the cause of this?
Yeah, we have a lot of competition from should I call them self-proclaimed professionals, like those who went to YouTube school. Yeah, so YouTube mostly focus on they mostly focus on the practical part, not the theory part. So we have a lot of competition from those who learned from YouTube. I won't say they don't know what they are doing, but to some point they don't, because if you don't have the theory part of cosmetology, you don't know a lot of things. You can know how to do something practically, but you also need to have the knowledge. Yes, so they don't have the
theory of it all.
theory.
Yeah, sure. And how does cosmetology give you an competitive edge in terms of filmmaking? You said you're also a filmmaker, so how does knowing the know-how of cosmetology influence your work as a filmmaker?
Yeah, so in filmmaking, I'm mostly a makeup artist. So cosmetology and makeup artist is just the same thing, because makeup artist is something it's under cosmetology. It's in cosmetology. Yeah. So if you study cosmetology, you also study makeup artisting.
Okay. And now let's get back to the errands. What inspired you starting Deci Errands?
Actually, ilikuwa the overwhelming job search. Unatafuta kazi upati, and now I had to be creative. Niseme siezi, I can't be in the house all day because I don't have a job. I have to find something to do. Na kutafuta kazi ilikuwa ngumu, unaenda mahali, you get rejected, ama you go somewhere and then maybe the pay cannot sustain you, so I was looking for something else besides cosmetology. Yes.
Okay. And so what does Deci Errands entail? When I come to you and you're like, oh, I'm the founder of Deci Errands. What is that? How did it start? What was the idea behind its inception and the different activities that you run in your company?
Okay, so actually, that when I didn't have a job, let me say when I didn't have a job, because nilitafuta kazi nikakosa sana. I had to come up with something. Nilikaa kwa nyumba and then it was depressing, and nikasema let me talk to people. So I talked to people, nikasikia ni nini, like the gap I could feel in the market. So a lot of, especially the working moms, walikuwa wanataka usaidizi with a lot of things. Unapata wako kazi, and then the kids are alone, or maybe wako kazi wameshikana, maybe wanataka shopping, vitu kama hizo. So I just wanted to help. Yes.
Okay.
So kuongea na wao ilinipatia motivation, and then pia ilinifanya nika realize people need help. So I had to come up with something that will help people. Yes.
Okay. So who are your like target audience? Ni nani ulikuwa unataka kufanyia hii kazi? You've mentioned the single mothers, or rather the young mothers who needed help. What other target audience were you looking at?
Now we have busy people a lot. Almost everyone is busy, but kuna wale who are very busy. So tuseme for example the lawyers wanakuwa na very tight schedule. So watu kama hao, and then we have teachers. Yes. And maybe just anyone mwenye maybe hawezi kufanya what they have to do. Sawa, wanafaa kufanya.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, in your pamphlet here, I see there's shopping, deliveries, message conveyance,
Yes, message.
transportation, scheduling. There's a lot, like about 19 things that you
Yes.
do. So could you maybe break down why you chose these specific things? Na naona pia kuna picking kids from school.
Yes.
Like what inspired that? Like ule ako busy na anaweza mchukulia mtoto kutoka shuleni.
Yeah, so tuseme watoto ni watu they get stressed haraka, and then kuna venye the stress inawa affect more kutushinda sisi watu wakubwa. So unapata maybe tuseme the mom or just the parents, anybody, maybe the father or the mom, pengine ako maybe bado ako held up at their workplace, and then mtoto maybe ako shule, and maybe hawako umeorganize hata mtu atawachukua from school, and then unapata kila mtu ashaenda home from school, and then now there is your kid. So unapata for the kid not to be so much affected, nilikuwa nataka tu kuwasaidia. Yes.
Okay.
And then kuna order placements. Kuna watu hawajui, maybe hawako so well into technology. So unapata maybe mtu anataka kununua kitu online but hataki, ajui anafaa kufanya nini. So that's why nikaamua wacha niweke pia order placement, so I can help wenye hawajui. And then kuna shopping. Si kila mtu akona time ya kwenda kwa soko.
Handling children is a sensitive issue, from a parent's perspective, from a teacher's perspective, and also as a stranger. Tunaambiwa don't talk to any stranger. So
Yes.
how do you handle that, and how do you get these parents to trust you, or are they close friends to you?
Okay, so some of them are close friends. Some of them are people who know me from someone. Tuseme referrals. Yes. So maybe a friend of mine anaweza ni refer, and ukiwa referred na someone mwenye wanajua, they will also trust you. Yeah. And then tuseme I'm picking kids from school, lazima niongee na mzazi aongee na mwalimu or mwenye ako in charge kwa hiyo shule. Yeah, so nikienda hapo I won't have hard time, so already washajua niko hapo kuchukua mtoto fulani, so haina shida mingi.
Okay.
Yes.
And so how do you ensure the safety of these kids along the commute from school to home?
So mostly hiyo ni kazi mimi nafanya personally. I don't send people. Yes.
So that also ensures credibility.
Yes. Yeah.
Nice. We talked about self-discovery, and as a young person ulienda ukasomea cosmetology and some aspect of film in there, and now you're running your own organization. How do you balance that in your own journey of self-discovery?
Okay, so venye tu nilisema the job search haikwangi rahisi. People before me wame-complain kwa hiyo, so and then mimi pia nikakuja and I experienced it. Yes.
Okay. Speaking of the job search, it's a big challenge.
Yes.
Yeah. And how have you managed to address this through the work you do?
Yeah, so because nafanya vitu mingi, all these things hizi fanya peke yangu, because I offer like 19 services. I can't handle them all alone. So I have to have a team. So employing people. I've employed so many people. Not so many, but I'm looking forward to employ more. Right now I have a team of 5. I have 5 people I'm working with. Yeah, so
Okay. So what kind of strategy do you use to employ these people, or rather is there a criteria of maybe wewe utafanya hii kazi ama it's just kujeni munisaidie na tusonge?
no, it's kujeni mnisaidie, but then pia lazima uangalie mtu anaweza fanya nini, because huwezi peana tu kazi just because there is someone who needs it. Lazima uangalie kama huyu mtu anaweza hii kazi yenye nampatia. So when they come, they have to tell me what they can do, and they have to also tell me how they can do it before niwaambie inafanywa aje. Yes.
Okay. So at 22, you mentioned you're 22 years old. How does this look like? Maybe are you employing people older than you or younger than you, and what kind of reception do you get?
Yeah, so I employ older, my age, and younger, everyone. So unapata mostly the older ones wanasema huyu mtoto but the people around my age and the younger ones hawana shida. Yeah, they look up to me na wanaona mimi ni mtu naweza wasaidia.
So how do you navigate, the kind of belittling that comes from the older generation? As a young person, I am assuming you find yourself in spaces where these older people are. So how do you navigate yourself, or how do you present yourself to sound, authoritative? I'm the founder, so how do you do that?
I work with people. The people work with me. They don't work for me. When someone works for you, kuna venye ikwangi poa sana, but when they work with you, kuna venye they feel welcome, they feel heard. Yeah, so when I go into these spaces, kwanza you have to engage people, piga story just normally, wakaribishe to make them feel comfortable. Yes.
Okay. And what kind of challenges have you faced so far, and what kind of lessons have you gotten from that?
Okay, so the challenges ziko mingi, siwezi sema ni kidogo. So kwanza, the first one is trust. Earning someone's trust is not something that is easy to do. Yeah, so earning trust, you have to prove to them. Sometimes I have to go to an extent, for example, shopping. I have to go to an extent that I use my own money. I do their shopping. I take it to them, and then now they refund. Yes.
Okay.
So that is one of the challenges. And then another challenge, tuseme tu watu wako na, some people have audacity.
Audacity? What do you mean by audacity?
Some people have audacity. Watataka umwafanyie kitu and then they don't pay. Or maybe kitu kama errands, huwezi sema I'll charge this much before ufanye the thing they are asking me to do. So for like shopping, lazima ujue unaenda wapi, what's the distance, utaenda kufanya shopping ya what quantity. Yeah, ndio uweze kucharge. So you usually give them the price after the service. So unapata umefanyia mtu shopping and then you tell them pesa yangu ni this amount, and then anakwambia for what? All that for what? And then now you have to break down. Even after breaking down bado wanakwambia hapana, hiyo pesa ni mingi. But you know your worth. So, and they don't know your worth. So ukiwaambia your worth, they are like, hapana. Hapana.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you navigate there's a lot of logistics that comes with errands, and maybe umepata client haja kulipa pesa. How do you ensure you balance, from the loss?
Yeah, so kuna some services where you have to sign a paper. Should I say sign a paper, more of a contract? Yes. Vitu kama tours and travel, you can maybe unataka kuhire gari for tuseme a month, and maybe umetumia gari for a month and now you don't want to pay. So beforehand tunakupea what you have to sign. Tuna break down what you need to do, this is how it works, and then now you sign. Just to prove that you agree to whatever we told you. Yes. So in case ukose kulipa now.
Kesi. Yeah, that's true. And what kind of growth have you seen Deci Errands have since it started until now?
Yeah, so kuna that personal growth. I've grown as a person, not just as the CEO or the founder, but I've also grown as a person. Nime realize that working with people is really good. Yeah, so I've impacted so many people's lives. We've grown so much, not just me, the people around me, the people I've employed, not even see when you're employed the cake, even just my friends, like nimewa inspire a lot. So kuna wenye walianzisha biashara recently because they saw what I'm doing. Na waliona how motivated I am. Yeah.
This seems to, to evoke a lot of passion and emotion towards it. Most young people don't know how to, express themselves, or rather, they do not have that one thing that they are passionate about that could lead them to success. And you managed to do that. What can you tell someone who, sees your work, especially your friends who felt motivated? What could be the reason behind your motivation?
Tuseme tu general life struggles. Yeah. Mimi ni mtu nimegrow, sikuwa napata a lot of things. So general struggles. Yeah.
And so, what kind of, how do you ensure sustainability for your business now that you've grown to the level you've reached? How do you ensure to move forward? You have a lot you're doing.
Yeah.
You need to balance all that as well. So how do you ensure sustainability?
First ni kuendelea kufanya research because I won't say najua kila kitu kuhusu errands, but with the research I get to learn. Yeah, and then I also stay updated. Naongea na watu wanafanya errands, tunakaa chini. We make stories, and then in the process ya ku make stories you learn a lot of things. And then kuna social media. Social media can give you great ideas. Yes. So after after nimepata ideas, you implement. Yeah.
Speaking of social media, as a young person, young people tend to utilize social media as a platform of, doing business and such things. Do you do that for Deci errands, and how do you do it?
I do. So regularly posting, just post something, talk about your business, post something, mention your business. So just make noise. Tuseme tu just make a lot of noise. Yeah, watu watasema you're making a lot of noise, but you need to make a lot of noise because the more you make noise, the more people recognize you. Yes. And when they hear about these errands, they will be interested in knowing what is this errands, what is it about, and utapata watu wanakupigia, some do research about Deci errands, and that's how they get to know.
You talked about personal growth for yourself, running Deci errands. How has that journey, been so far for yourself?
Not so easy and also not so hard. Yeah. Managing a business secretary, yeah, especially when you don't have not that you don't have a team helping you run it, but you can have people working for you, but how many people do you involve in decision making? So right now we are two, just me and a friend, so haijakuwa rahisi sana. Then tuseme the seniors in this industry, they don't like give you, they don't really share information about it, so you have to find, you have to get the information for yourself. So ukiwauliza niambie kuhusu hii kitu, maybe I'm facing this challenge, how do I go about it, they don't really tell you, so lazima ni wewe utafute, like ujue. Yeah.
Speaking of people to support, are there people supporting you or collaborators that you work with that help you, achieve the aim that you want to achieve?
Yes. Like kwa tours and travel, I work with someone. Yeah, so it's more of liaising. Yes, not partnership, but just liaising. So vitu kama tours and travel, catering, I liaise with other businesses. Like ukitaka kufanya catering, you'll approach me, and then nitaongea na mtu anafanya catering, and then I get back to you. Yes.
So basically your strategy is outsourcing.
Yes, outsourcing.
Nice, nice. And what lessons have you learned so far in your journey as a young person, an entrepreneur, a friend? What lessons have you learned that you feel like young people out there need to learn?
First, you need to learn how to be patient, because good things hazikujangi haraka. You have to wait, you have to be patient, but make sure you don't confuse patience and wasting time.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a
yeah,
good
you
one.
have to ensure you know the difference between patience and wasting time. And then another thing, you have to find motivation every day. You have to wake up and be motivated. You have to find something that motivates you to move. um like for me, what motivates me, i I want a good life. I want a good life, let me say. And I also love convenience. Yes. So if you want a good life, lazima ujitafutie. No one will give you a good life except yourself. Yes. So hata kama mtu anakupatia that good life, most of the time it doesn't last. But a good life you've created for yourself usually lasts.
Wow. Looking at the near future for Deci errands, for Daisy Okeyo, how does that look like for you in the maybe next 5-10 years? Where do you see yourself?
Mm, because I have a lot of motivation to naenda mbali. Yeah, because I can see it as a big thing. I've never seen it as a small thing from the start. Mimi naona ikiwa kitu kubwa. And it will be. Yeah, as long as I'm still working on it, of which I'll still work on it. I'll keep working on it every day and improving. So, Izera itakuwa kubwa. I won't lie. I'm very positive. Yes.
So Deci errands is playing a role in addressing unemployment at the grassroots. Do you have plans to motivate other young people to take the initiative in creating opportunities, not just being employed but creating opportunities for other young people as well?
Yes. Ukiajiriwa, your freedom is kind of limited, unlike ukijiajiri. Yeah. So mimi nataka every young youth to have something of their own. Yeah. So just talking to the young people, tukikutana, we just share. Not necessarily siwaambii kujeni niwape kazi, because you can't employ everyone. So you have also to maybe wasaidie na ideas, you tell them try this. Yeah. So nataka kila mtu akuwe na something they do, something of their own. Yeah. They should not just depend on kuajiriwa. Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes, especially young people, think that starting something requires a lot of money, a lot of capital. So, did you start with a lot of capital for Deci errands, or what can you tell such a young person?
No, I did not start with any capital. Let me say any capital because errand service is something that requires you to be there. So it's just you to be there. You don't need a lot of money, or you don't, at least, but you don't need money at all. The only money you can need maybe for, moving around, but you don't need capital to start errand services. There are some also some businesses you can start without any capital. So it's you kwanza find what you love doing, do it. In the process, tafuta venye you can make money out of it. And also usiogope kujaribu. Try. Try as many things
sure.
as you can. You'll find something you can do. Yeah.
Nice. So, at your own capacity, what lessons do you have in managing money to ensure that there's a sustainable financial freedom for you?
Okay, so first, finance management requires a lot of discipline. And also you have to know before pesa ikuje, you have to have a plan, or maybe you have to have a budget. So pesa ikikuja, you know what to do with the money. You have to be really disciplined. Usitumie pesa ovyo ovyo. You have to know what you want. There's a difference between what you want and what you need. Know what you need, not what you want. Yes, so you have to really be disciplined. And then the other thing is, pesa ikikuja, fanya some savings. Savings iki add up kidogo, invest in another thing.
So, thank you so much, Daisy. I appreciate the conversation we've had and the kind of passion you have towards self-development and also convenience, which is
Yeah.
nice. You have had it. Daisy is a convenient woman. She wants to be convenient. Similar to you, if you want convenience in your life, stand up, try something. You want money, Be smart about it. Focus towards financial literacy. Start something. Do not just get the money, go buy something and eat. No, look at what you want and what you need. The wants can be put at a stall for a minute, but the needs is what you need to focus on. This has been Youth in Action. I am Nyangweso Grenis. See you next time.
This is the way to do it. This is the way to do it.